What's up, bro? Yeah, I just want to say you look good today. You know, you look good today. Yeah, you look fresh. I like it. You like it. I like it. What's up, bro? Yeah, I just want to say you look good today. I can't even say the haircut. You say you look fresh today. Nah, man, life's been good. You know, like just observing the battlefield. It's been a very man. It's like World War III out here right now in the console space. You know, we got generals of Xbox generals just dying off. We got people backtracking on rumors, and it's just like a lot of confusion, disarray, and their leader came out and said, guys, you'll be okay. Just wait a week, you'll be okay. And there's just been a lot of fallout over that. But yeah, a lot has happened since we last had this podcast. So, excited to get into things. I played a bit of the Rebirth demo, and I honestly want to play more of that right now. But I'm here for my boy, so
yes, sir.
That's what we're doing right now. So, yeah, things have been good over here.
Oh yeah, but overall, great to be a gamer. Great time to be a gamer, so to speak. Especially with these games coming out now. When it comes to a certain different platform, I don't know. We'll see. And we'll probably go into that. It might be the bulk of what we talk about. I don't know. I was going to say, Infinite Wealth impressions. I'm going to be able to give that. Nope. Couldn't beat the man who erased his name yet. So now I'm like, damn. And then Persona 3 Reload came out. And I'm like, damn. And then I feel like by the time I beat Persona 3 Reload, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth comes out. So I'm like, damn. And then depending, I don't know if I'll get Rise of the Ronin immediately. If I don't, then I'll finish The Man Who Erased His Name and then do Infinite Wealth. And then maybe Rise of the Ronin.
If there's no Infinite Wealth impression, I guess I can save this pillow for next time.
Wow. What the hate? Where did you go when you need them? The
I guess I can say that. I can say that pillow will always be there whenever you make those impressions. The day you make those impressions, I will bring the pillow back. Yeah, 100%, bro. Like, why would you buy Infinite? Why would anyone play Infinite Wealth when Persona 3 comes out? And like Grand Blue, like all these other games are coming out. Like, it's just a horrible release date. I don't know what they were thinking. Like, did they really think like that game could even compete with their own other game, Persona 3 Reload? Like, cut it out. Cut it out.
Damn. But anyways, we could go into a Persona 3 Reload impressions because. Granted, I don't have the amount of hours you do, but I'm on like floor 17, level 8 or 9, so to speak. And overall, like, then we got more Persona news, which we can talk about, like this known leaker or something like that. Talks about Persona 2 and Persona 4, and we could talk about that after that. But playing Persona 3 Reload, I'm like, dude, always reaffirms what a lot of people have been saying in the camp of the Persona 3 fandom, as well as like it feels like newcomers went to Persona 4 and then like Persona 4, the best storyline, best characters. And I'm just like Persona 4, like I tell people my ranking all the damn time. And I say Persona 2 is number 1. Persona 3 is number 2. Persona 5 is number 3. Persona 4, ironically, is number 4. And Persona 1 is number 5. So
you actually played Persona 1?
Yeah.
Damn, that game looks I don't like. For me, I bought the Pixel Final Fantasy. I'm gonna play those, bro. That Persona 1 looks dated as hell, bro. I don't know. I could stomach. It looks really, really rough to play.
Yeah. I played on an emulator. Back then.
Yeah.
Honestly, I played it like when I was like high school on my Mac.
Okay.
I had a PS1.
I guess yeah.
So
that's easier. That's easier to play at that point than it is now. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Less expectations.
Yeah, but
yeah,
it was just But the reason I say it's like reaffirms what I've been saying. It's like Persona 3 has a better story, has a better cast, just has like it's better overall than Persona 4 Golden. It's just like people, for whatever reason, they just forget. It's like the story for Persona 4 is not the best. It's like it's a Scooby-Doo murder mystery, and it's very repetitive when it's like you're not me. Every single time. You're not me. You're not me. You're not me. And it gets annoying. It just gets annoying at that point. And I was just like, okay. And then the villains in the game weren't the best. And that's why I say, like, people that tell me it's like, oh, better than Persona 3 or better than Persona 5, I'm just like, I look at them like crazy. I'm like, are you insane? There's no way I would ever put Persona 4 on that high pedestal. It's just not. It's like, you're going to see me like, put way more hours in Persona 3, Reload, and Persona 5 Royal compared to Persona 4 Golden. That's just a matter of fact. Now, am I saying Persona 4 is a bad game? Absolutely not. I say it's my second least favorite Persona game? Absolutely. Absolutely. But overall, in this game, in terms of gameplay, of course, the biggest change is direct commands. It's like Persona 3 Fez didn't have it, but Persona 3 Portable did. Big problem with Persona 3 Portable is that you don't get those, like, you can't walk around high school. It's like
a storybook.
It's a literal visual novel, right?
Yeah,
the only time you can walk around is Tartarus and all that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So, and then you get female main character. I don't care about female main character. And I've told people time and time again, I'm like, when we got that leak about Persona 3 Reload way back, was it like in April, I think, of 2023? I think that was the case. And then it got shown off June, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this is real. I was in the camp. I was like, this is real. Because this is like a lot of Sega games being shown off. There's no way that somebody's going to take the time to do all these different animations, different art styles.
Yeah, it just looked way too legit. It looked way too legit.
And then I was like, okay, we're getting a remake. And I'm telling people, I was like, this remake is not going to have female main character. There's just no way, because they're going to have to invest a lot of money into creating animations for female main character, creating the actual anime cutscenes for female main character, and the in-engine cutscenes for female main character, and the voice over. Actually, you don't really have that much voiceover lines. Mm-hmm. But like I said, it's like there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah, the social link changes. Like there's a lot of social link changes they have to do too.
And that's just too much time and too much money. And
yeah, I would have loved to play it, but I just cannot get to the storybook. I just can't do it.
Yeah, and I said their compromise for female main character was to release Persona 3 Portable. Mm-hmm. That was it.
Yeah.
Some people are still upset. It's like, listen, you got your compromise. You got Persona 3 Portable. It's still on Steam. Mm-hmm. It's on your PlayStation. It's on your Xbox. It's on your Switch. You still got it. Just you can go and play it, buy it, do whatever with it, right? Mm-hmm. All right. But yeah, overall, though, I've been enjoying it. I think me and Alish kind of talked behind the scenes, and I said, like, it's interesting that certain characters sound very similar, like, to their, like, old voice actors or actresses. And then other characters don't, right? So I'm curious as to if the voice director said, hey, we want you to sound exactly the same as the previous cast. Or did they say, like, hey, you do whatever you want with the role? And then some of the cast decided, oh, well, I'm going to sound like the original. Or try to, at least. And maybe some didn't. I don't know. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. It just seems like very much like either they're going to sound similar or they're absolutely not going to sound similar. So I don't know. Personally, I've only heard one, like, different change. I mean, but Igor, we had the voice change since Persona 5. And I think Persona 4, was it Arena too? I think we had that change all the way in Arena, Ultimax.
I never played Arena.
So, and as well as Labyrinth, like all these other games. Igor, this is the new Igor's voice, and that's, I don't think, ever gonna change, right? I forgot who's voicing Igor. But yeah, same Igor from Persona 5 and Royal into Persona 3 Reload. And I would assume Persona 6. So
I thought the Igor actor was different. I mean, I don't remember him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you mean this one is different than others?
Well, this one in Persona 3 Reload is the same one as in Persona 5.
Really?
Yes. I'm dead serious.
Huh. I remember they sound a lot different.
It's not the same one as Persona 4.
Huh. I remember they sound a lot different.
Persona 3. or OG Persona 3 or Persona 3 Fez, because they sounded the same in Persona 3 and 4. There's the same voice actor, and then 5 they changed it. First, it was there's a twist to it, and then all right, let's hear that old voice, and I was like, that is still not the same voice actor. That's what happened. So, like, overall, Persona 3 Reload, having a great time. Been playing on my Steam Deck OLED. Probably will play a little bit on my PC, and then when I'm gonna get tired, I'm just gonna time to relax, go in the bed, play until I probably pass out, and then that's that. And then maybe wake up, play it, and then go to the gym, and then do more work and stuff like that, and do in between. Like I said, great game to just play on your Steam Deck or your gaming PC. But yeah, visually probably the best looking Persona game. I think they added reflections now too, compared to
ray tracing. They're ray traced.
Yeah, so in Persona 5 we didn't have any of that, even in Royal.
Yeah,
and in Royal you could tell too that their in-engine cutscenes were also pre-rendered sometimes, because you could tell I played on my PC and I could tell 9-day difference. It looked blurry a bit and stuff like that, and that was from the PS4 version of the pre-rendered cutscenes. I was like, but this isn't the case at all, and I'm like, okay, this looks really good. So that's going forward. Can't wait. It's gonna be interesting because Atlas has another game coming out, which is Project Re Fantasy, and I think it's supposed to come out this year. I don't think there's a time window, but it's supposed to be this year. Which is
there's also DLC for Persona 3.
Yeah,
that's rumored.
Which is gonna be interesting, right? Because there's a little some discourse about it, whether or not should have been packaged, should it not have been packaged. And personally, what I thought would happen was I thought they were going to repackage Persona 3 Reload and call it Persona 3 Re-Reload. And then boom, there you go. The answer is on there, right? But they data mined it, and it's going to be an expansion. I don't know how much they're going to charge. I could it's Sega at this point. I could say $30 and they could charge $40. Who freaking knows at this point, right?
That could be 40. I mean, the Kaito files were 40, right? 30 or 40. I think Kaito files was similarly $30 or $40. I mean, they charge $15 for New Game Plus, New Game Plus and Infinite Wealth. Yeah, so it'll definitely be I would say $40. Plus, it's also it's not a short expansion either. It's 20, 25 hours. So I think they would definitely charge at least $40 for it, which I think it's fair. Only because again, it's just how long it is. Yeah.
Your impressions. I know yours, but not everybody knows.
So it's interesting because Persona 3 is the only Persona game I played once. Usually what I do is I play a Persona game once, and then I do a very easy playthrough on my second playthrough just to do all the social links and side missions and stuff. Also, the stories are pretty long, so I like to just do another playthrough just so I can get a complete understanding of the story. So I definitely remember, and I played Persona 3 5 years ago, I think. Played a long time ago. So there are definitely parts that I remember very well, and different parts I don't remember as well. One of the things that definitely stood out to me was, so some voice actors sound, I think so far most of them sound similar. So I would say Akihiko, but Akihiko and Fuka sound very different. Akihiko is the most different. I think that one is honestly I didn't realize just how much I loved the original voice until I played this one, where it's I don't know, I felt Akihiko before was he was a hungry boxer, just wants to be in any fight that he can be in. And this one, it doesn't feel as much like that. And I think if it weren't for the AI direct commands, lack of that in the original Persona 3, that I wouldn't really feel compelled to play Reload, just because I don't feel like it wasn't very dated to me even when I played it. But overall, I think some of the biggest upgrades I don't think people are talking about, the few areas in the game, the strip mall and the station and stuff like that. If you look at the difference of the original versus the remake, it's very, very it's incredible just how different it is. But I also question whether just how empty, dry, and barren the different areas were, if that was that was part of the tone of the game. And sometimes I wonder okay, if it being more lifeful, if it having more life to it, if that takes away from like the world that they're trying to build. I mean, I kind of forgot about it after I initially thought that way in the beginning, so maybe it hasn't had that impact on me. But overall, yeah, I agree with in terms of Persona 4. I beat Persona 4 like 3 times. I just cannot understand the love for it. I think Persona 3, what I really, really love about it is it's the only Persona game to explain. I don't want to say what they're explaining. They just explain everything. That's all I'm gonna say. And also the answer, which I love about it, that many people did not like either, is that it's the only expansion, unless you count Strikers, to really delve into the after events of the game. So I'm really excited to play that again. And I think I have 12 hours. I am level 19, and I'm in like June around. So I've just been like playing it like as much as I can. There's definitely like a lot of social links I didn't remember. Honestly, because the only one that matters, I'm sorry, is Yukari. She's the only one that matters in the entire game, the entire series. Okay, like Yukari is actually she's actually her.
No robot love.
Bro, honestly, I'll be honest. I guess initially was a little bit like that, but after the answer, and after playing Persona 3 Reload, I just forget how awesome Yukari is. Like from the very beginning, she's ride or die for you. Like her sassiness towards Mitsuru is so funny. Like there's a part early on where like she has to they have to split up, and then Yukari gets put with Mitsuru. She's like, why do I have to be here? And then they show a part of like Mitsuru preparing her bike, and then Yukari's like trying to start a conversation even though she hates her. Like I love her energy. Like I appreciate her energy, you know? Like she has that sort of like gossip girl energy. I kind of dig it. So after school, every day I'm like, yo, is your social link started yet? Can I start your social link yet? What's taking you so long? Like, come on. Like, let me start it. So yeah, overall, like, it's a great remake. I'm glad they didn't change too much from the original. I'm interested to see the changes that they did make. Again, I don't remember this. I can't source it, but I remember that someone mentioned that they are changing some things with Shinjiro, because in the original, I didn't think he was written too well. So hopefully they address some of the things. Last thing. I think there were some criticisms about Fez not being in there early on. And they said, like, look, don't worry, Fez is not, even though it's not in there, there's still some changes that we made to like throughout the game. So that's I guess that's what I'm kind of hoping to see if they made them or not. But yeah, overall great remake. Playing a ton of it. Honestly, we're FF7 Rebirth. I'll probably still be playing that right now, but I'm loving it.
Yeah. More onto Sega, right? And Sega, it's very interesting, right? Infinite Wealth, I think, sold, what was it, 1 million? I don't know. I think it's 5 days or 7 days, something like that. Probably the highest in the series, which is good for Sega. The only bad things they kind of really did with Infinite Wealth, honestly, was kind of some of the promoting things, like having XQC. Like, I was like, why? Like,
Risky, I think and stuff.
No, and the thing is, it's like XQC has known to bash the franchise, right? And he's never played it, like actually played it. I think he played it like, not really play it, but have it on stream and talk crap about it.
Did you see the clip of him like playing it and be like, what is this? It's not action, it's turn based. Did you see that?
I did not see that, no.
That's he got to combat and he was like, wait, it's turn based? What the fuck?
He didn't know it's turn based. And the thing is, you would think, I do think Sega did say, hey, this is a turn-based game. And he didn't read the email or nothing. He just saw the money sign, and I'm going to stream this, and thought it was...
Bro, again, Yakuza should never turn turn-based. I'm sorry. Never. Hopefully they go back. Hopefully Ichiban dies or something for real, and then they could just go back to Brawler. Yeah. That'd be great. I love that.
They kind of one of the main complaints I had with 7 was like the QTEs, the epic QTEs, right? And like I talked to Gian about this because it was something like you had those epic moments in Kiwami 2 and Kiwami 1 and 0 and all, like throughout the franchise, like these epic fights that you'll still have a fight, but then by the end or beginning there's a QTE and it's like really cool moments. And I was just like, I wish they bring that back because in 7 they didn't really have any of that. And from what I hear in terms of reviewers are like, they kind of bring that back, which is something I wanted for them to do, and I'm kind of glad that they didn't. But for the franchise, yeah, this is good. It's the same thing with Persona 3 Reload. I think it had its all-time high with concurrent in terms of the franchise on Steam.
Like 40,000 on Steam, I think. 40. I mean, it's not shocking. Like, it's not shocking considering that like it's like the first simultaneous release.
But it's gonna be cool to see what Persona 6 will do in terms of sales and all that. Project Re Fantasy, on the other hand, I think is gonna be a bit more niche. Like that game is gonna be amazing. I know that's not the title. I just keep forgetting the real name of it all the time because I've always back in 2014 and stuff when I first heard about it, it was just called Project Re Fantasy. Mm-hmm. And that's what I called it ever since. So when we got the new title, I'm just like, nah, I'll just keep calling it Project Re Fantasy. And that game's supposed to come out later this year, and I can't wait. Like I said, Japanese games are like really carrying this year for me. And it sucks, like I said, for people that are just Western fans that only like Western games, right?
Bro, they got Suicide Squad. What do you mean?
All right, that's a good segue into Suicide Squad, right? So I got a problem with certain people, right? Because I kind of been seeing the discourse of Suicide Squad, right? It's like, oh, people are hating it because the Justice League is dying, right? Because it's in the title. No, I've seen the story. Haven't played it. Not really going to talk about the gameplay. But I'm like seeing all of everything. And then hearing how, like through audio logs, of how certain events have transpired. The writing is fucking terrible. It's atrocious. Right? And it's set in the same universe as Arkham. Right? So I tell people this all the time. I'm like, if you think what happened to Joel was bad, just imagine playing as a certain character for 3 or 4 games and certain things happen. And I'm just like, wow, the writing's just terrible. They want to create certain things to happen and they have really bad explanations of how they happen. And you have to do a leap of faith in terms of saying how certain characters or certain heroes are so gullible or dumb to just allow for that to happen. And I'm not going to go into spoilers, but I'm just saying that is just bad, like overall bad, right? I'm not going to go into the whole IGN in terms of them just hating on the game and just like reporting and hating. I'm not going to say all that, but all I will say is it's crazy to think of the Arkham games for Rocksteady, their trilogy, Asylum, City, Night, and then you get this game. That's insane. That's a huge drastic change. And then hearing reports of saying that before this, they pitched a Superman game and a Batman Beyond game, and they were shot down for a live service game from WB Games. And that is insane.
They want to make more of these too.
But the thing is, this game is just doing terrible, and they're going to try to continue with seasons to finish the story. The story's not done.
Yep.
And I don't think they're going to finish the story because the amount of people that they have playing this game is not sustainable at all. Unless like they make great content up the wazoo and it's like a masterpiece level content, like updates and amazing boss fights, there's no way in hell that they're going to finish the story that they want to tell.
Yeah.
And I wonder if like every publisher either. Like you got Sefton Hill gone, like all these people gone. It's not the same Rocksteady anymore. It's just over.
It's over. I wonder if I feel like every publisher is trying to find like their games as a service cash cow, like Fortnite, like Call of Duty, like all these other games. Like they try like Apex Legends. They're trying to find their like games as a service cash cow so they can fund all their other projects because WB doesn't really have anything.
The big one that they had was Hogwarts Legacy. That thing's so like insane.
But that's not games as a service, though.
No.
Like,
I know that, but
not...
I'm saying like that was, which is crazy. It's not a games as a service, but that was the best-selling title of last year. It was like 22 something million, and I think Zelda was 20 million or something like that, which is crazy because you think as WB they see that number and they're like, maybe we should just not do live service games.
Well, I mean, they didn't really. They couldn't really know. I think like we'll see what their next move is. Like I know they had that statement when they were committing to live service, but we need to see what they think of like the reception of one versus the other. I think if I mean, again, I think I told you this before. Like I don't know what it is, but like, Suicide Squad, honestly, if it's like $20, honestly, like I would probably buy it and I'd probably play it. I don't know. It just like
See, I can't buy it because it's like, if they turn down the servers, take off the servers, you got no way of playing it unless they create an offline mode.
Yeah, like they'll probably drop an offline mode. Like it's just like they I think they said one. I mean, did they say one was coming?
I think they're trying to. I could be wrong. Someone could correct me in the chat and be like, "No, there's no offline mode. They're not making one," or they could be making one. I don't know.
I mean, honestly, what I'll probably do is if they delist it, like I don't know why Avengers got delisted. I still don't know why that game got delisted. But if they do it like that, I might as well just wait until it's like $3 and then I'll just buy it. But like the graphics honestly look incredible. I don't know, like that, like those animations, the character models, the graphics, it looks like incredible. I know people want to compare it to Arkham. I mean, Arkham also looks amazing, but man, like parts of Suicide Squad look incredible. Like I'm just like so sad. Like Anthem, that just wasted. Like those graphics, the animators, the character models, the story, like the writers, whatever, they just wasted. Like Anthem, like imagine like a single player like mech game like Anthem. Like, bro, they had to waste out a fucking multiplayer game. Like, come on. So another wasted. In 8 years, how many years Rocksteady? Was it 9 years of wasted time?
I think their last game that they made was a VR game, Arkham VR.
Oh, Arkham VR. Oh, okay.
That was the last game because it came out after Arkham Knight.
Yeah,
and then that was it. That was it.
Yeah, just like very. Yeah. Oh, keep paying Disney. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, which is that I believe is true, is because Square Enix bought the license and they have to keep paying, right? But because they sold Crystal Dynamics and that license to, what was it, Embracer? Embracer has the decision to say, oh, we'll keep paying the license.
Okay.
Embracer said, absolutely not. We're not paying for it, so it gets delisted.
Okay. Interesting.
Crazy thing, too. Because we're talking Embracer, I told people one of mine, not like all-time favorite, but one of my favorite franchises, Deus Ex. Loves Human Revolution. Mankind Divide. This man could go to sleep. I don't care. I hear Embracer say, we canceled a Deus Ex game from Eidos Montreal. You know how pissed I got hearing that news? I was like, wow. Embracer strikes again, man. They can never make any right decisions, and they keep floundering. Just honestly, sell the studio to somebody else. I don't care who it is. Sell the Deus Ex IP to somebody else. Finish Adam Jensen's story. Because Adam Jensen, great character. Great character. I'm just so damn annoyed at this point. And it's crazy. You can hate all you want, Leash, but damn, the Deus Ex games were amazing. Come on,
you know what's so funny? You know what's so funny? Let's some of the games that they released instead of Deus Ex was Biomutant. They released.
Whoa, no. Biomutant was not a Eidos Montreal game. What?
It was Embracer, but it was Embracer.
Oh,
it was Embracer.
Okay, yeah.
It was Embracer. Embracer. Okay. They also released.
I thought you said Eidos made that. I'm like, don't put that on. No,
bro. They also released, what was it? The Golem game. Embracer released that. And let's not forget, I don't know if you ever heard of this game. It's a little game. It's a live service Lord of the Rings game. I don't know if you ever heard of this that came out recently. What was it called again?
I don't even know at this point, man. There's a lot of bad Lord of the Rings games at this point. I think there's a dwarf game too. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that one. What's it called again? Return to Moria. They released that game, and they released those 3 bundles of trash before Deus Ex. I mean, I have all of them. I mean, they're just sitting there like collecting dust, but I don't know. Who knows what I'll play
I
on
would say
Sunday.
play Human Revolution, man. It's really good. Mankind Divided, granted, Square kind of screwed them over with that because they wanted
with the whole pre-orders, right?
No, it wasn't the pre-orders. If you remember correctly, I think there was a story going around. I could be wrong. Someone can correct me in the chat. That they had to kind of cut up the story, and the expansions were supposed to be part of the main game, and the story was supposed to kind of continue as well, and they kind of just said, no, you're gonna stop at this point and have some DLC cut out, sold separately, and the stopping point, we're gonna have it way earlier so you can make more games. So that's why it also, like, the ending for Mankind Divided was so abrupt, and you can tell it was like, what the hell? That doesn't make any sense. The Human Revolution didn't end abruptly, so it's like interesting that they kind of did that. But
I guess I got confused because I heard about, like, there was some pre-order. They had like a lot of different pre-order bonuses. I think, I'm not sure. I think it was I think it was Mankind Divided that had like all these different pre-orders. Like if you do different retailers, and it was like kind of crazy just how many different pre-orders there were for the game. I don't know if it was that one, but I think that's the most I heard about Deus Ex. Yeah. But I just hate on it just to get you mad. I don't.
Yeah, definitely.
I have no opinion on Deus Ex.
That's like it's not dirty.
Now Yakuza, I'm definitely hating on that shit. I have credibility hating on that shit.
Man.
But Deus Ex, you know, it's all good fun, bro.
That's the famous line. Honestly, yeah, Adam Jensen definitely didn't ask for this. So I don't know. So, shout out to Adam.
Yeah,
Jensen.
Embracer. I feel like,
you know what? No. Good comparison in terms of meme. It's like the Cody Rhodes meme. Let Cody Rhodes finish his story. Let Adam Jensen finish his story. And straight up, Embracer said, "Nah, man. Embracer's The Rock." They're like, "Nah, bro, don't finish your story." That's literally it. Oh my gosh, man! It's just insane. It's like also the meme. It's like, what was it? Cody wrote, like, The Rock says, "Hey, Cody, let me hear your story." And Cody's like about to say his story. He's like, "It doesn't matter what your story is." The same thing with Adam Jensen. It doesn't matter. You're getting canceled. Same shit. So it's over, man. Shout out to Adam Jensen. I think I'm kind of done at this point. I got to mourn it and just move on at this point.
Moment of silence. Moment of silence.
I just don't expect it anymore, man. It's over. It's over. I don't get my next Deus Ex game unless Embracer does something smart and sell it to somebody else. I don't know what publisher at this point. Freaking, I don't know. I don't know who would be a good suited publisher for that studio with the IP. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe give it to Microsoft. Give it to Microsoft because it's gonna be third party. No, I'm just.
It must be multiply. You know.
All right. Anyways, let's go into. I'm trying to think if there's any other story somebody wants to talk about before we get into the big one, the elephant in the room.
I mean, I don't know if do we want to talk about like this the I guess state of play and a developer direct, or do you want to do those like Xbox, PlayStation, everything Xbox, everything PlayStation? Do I just do like that? So do you want to talk about developer direct?
Oh yeah, there was a state of play. I keep forgetting that. Okay.
And developer direct
We'll go
too.
with the state of play, and then we go into the Final Fantasy, and then we'll go into the Xbox stuff and end it there. So state of play happened. Two state of plays. First state of play, of course. I'll just go into the big ones, right? Stellar Blade, Stellar Yams, all that stuff. Everybody gets the nicknames. But basically, it feels like Bayonetta mixed with Nier Automata and like mixed with like Devil May Cry kind of like feel, right? And overall, I don't care what people think. I'm buying the game. It's based on a real model. Who cares? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, go at me and say, Red Hood, that's terrible. You're a terrible person for buying this game.
Those PC mods about to go crazy, bro. About to go crazy.
Listen,
you already know.
Absolutely gonna go crazy. That happened with Nier Automata.
Bro, it happened with... Bro, 7 Remake?
Oh, 7 Remake? Yeah. Listen, mods went crazy with that game, too.
Bro,
the modders were like, listen, man, just Go crazy. Yeah, just fulfill your fantasies. All right.
That's when like that's PC gamers.
Fantasy.
You know, yeah, as much as we like to rag on PC gamers, sometimes that was definitely a bright moment for them. Absolutely bright moment for PC gaming.
But yeah, that game's coming out. Looks dope. Probably gonna play it. When was that game supposed to release? Did they give
April 26th?
Yeah, April. So like I said, gonna get it. Is it day? No, is it day and date on PC or no?
No.
Okay, so it's PlayStation, then staggered release for PC. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's fine. Either I can wait on PC or I'll just play it on PlayStation double dip. I don't know. Me, I can't wait. But that game. There we go. I think they show Rise of the Ronin. That's supposed to come out in March. I don't know if I'm going to get it immediately. I might just wait. It's just too much games to play for me currently when it comes to Rise of the Ronin, because it's like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, February 29th, going into March, right? So that's a lot of shit to like play, right? I'm just like, what the hell? There's just too much. So I might just wait for Rise of the Ronin, and the same thing with Grand Blue. I didn't buy Grand Blue because there's way too much to play, and my backlog is ever growing. So, what else did they show? Death Stranding 2 trailer. Listen, Alicia already hated it. I don't care. That trailer looked amazing. Kojima the GOAT. Kojima. Listen. Everybody knows Kojima was like one of my favorite developers. I do not care. I do not care what people say. Death Stranding 2 looks amazing to me. I'm sorry. Like, listen, I also understand why people don't like the game. I'm never going to be like, hey, you don't like the game? Well, what type of gaming taste do you got? I'm not that type of person. If you don't like Death Stranding, I can understand that. But overall, I'm hyped for it. I love Death Stranding 1. And I'm going to be playing Death Stranding 2, right? And I'm super hyped about that. And to see whatever happens in terms of how that story unfolds, listen, I'm there day one. I don't care. I'll be there, seeing Kojima's madness spew into the TVs, the monitors, the graphics cards, the consoles. I don't know. I'm there day one, right? And then he did announce a bit after State of Play, right? It's not after State of Play, but you know what I mean, after Death Stranding 2, that he is making a next generation stealth action game. And I was like, damn, going back to his roots. And it's supposed to be, a collaboration with PlayStation. Of course, he didn't really show more like information because they won't go into production until after Death Stranding 2 is finished, which means this is looking like it's going to be a PS6 PC game, right? So for me, I wanted to make a meme because when I heard that, I was like, damn, a game to surpass Metal Gear. Boom. From that line in Metal Gear Solid 5, a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. A game to surpass Metal Gear. But overall, dude, I'm super hyped. If some people aren't, it is what it is, Like, I'm not going to hate on people for that. But I'm there for both these experiences. Day one, I'm there. But overall, what else happened in that State of Play? Because I don't know.
I think there was Judas.
Judas. Yeah, I'm there day one. I like Ken Levine. I like his games. I like Bioshock 1. I like Infinite. So Judas, I think it's also like player choice too in that game, right? For Judas, I think they said that.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. So super, super dope to see. But overall, what else? It is what it is. I know some people didn't like State of Play overall. I had a couple games I was interested in, so I'm like, I got no issue with it. Do I think it's like the best State of Play? No. Do I think it's the worst State of Play? No. I think it's like in the middle, right? I think it's like a 6.5 or 6 or 7. Maybe a little bit lower. I don't freaking know. At that point, I'm not going to freaking go like, oh my gosh, a 10 out of 10. No. It's not a 10 out of 10. Right? It definitely is not a State of Play for everyone, though. I think they also had foam stars there, too. I think that was the thing, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, and Helldivers 2, I think.
And Helldivers 2, yeah. And Helldivers 2 doing decently on Steam right now. In terms
that's 40. Good price. It's a good price. $40. It's a good price.
So,
honestly, I feel like the last State of Play might have been better.
what was the last?
I thought. All I remember from that last one was that fucking Pirates of the Caribbean game because I want that game. Really, I wanted that game.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think what the last State of Play was. I swear, I thought people hated that last one.
I mean, people hate every single one of them.
No, there was a really good one back in like.
I think
when they announced Resident Evil 4, that's what the people said was their favorite State of Play. That State of Play, and they announced all that stuff. I think Tekken 8 was there with Resident Evil 4. I don't know, or maybe Tekken 8 was somewhere else. But that State of Play was like dope. Baby steps.
I guess like the smaller games. I think the State of I think for me the State of Play more of the smaller games I wasn't really interested in. So I think that's where the sort of like majority of my criticism was. Most of the other games that they showed that I liked, I was already sold on. Like I was gonna get State of Play anyways. I was gonna get, but I'm glad they did like an extended look finally because I think we've just been seeing like small trailers and stuff before that. And Rise of the Ronin, like I will play it, but for me, Team Ninja, their games are just the same. Since Neo 1, it's just been the same formula every single time. So like I beat Neo 2 and its DLC, and I think it's most of the DLC when it came out. And I've just been like tapped out of Team Ninja. So I just I just got Strangers in Paradise, so I'm just feeling in the mood to finally play that. And then Wulong, I think the complete edition just got announced, and then after that I will play Rise of the Ronin. So that's not a day one for me. Dragon's Dogma 2 I'm not interested in. I don't know, I just something about that game I just like just doesn't interest me. It looks fine, like so it doesn't look bad or anything. It just doesn't really interest me that much. Death Stranding 2, I like, bro, that trailer was way too fucking long, bro. 10 minutes, bro. That's a I was like, I saw on YouTube. I was like, bro, like I want to. I still had to watch it just so I can, like have my thoughts and stuff. But I was like, bro, like I really wanted to skip over it. I was like, bro, this is like it looks really good. Some of the shots,
insane.
Yeah, some of the shots look really good. Like the moon and all this look really nice.
Let me ask you a question, the real question. Horizon Forbidden West or Death Stranding 2?
I mean, I don't know because Horizon. I feel like Horizon probably has more.
I don't know.
No, wait, bro. I'm saying it's because Horizon probably has more foliage, like in most parts of the game.
No, I'm not saying graphically. I'm saying what game would you want to play more?
Oh, Horizon for sure.
Huh?
Like, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Now, okay. Look, if Death Stranding, okay, bro. Bro. The main character Death Stranding, I don't even remember him. Like, bro. The only character interested me was like Biggs and the girl with the glasses. Okay, like those only two interested me. Higgs, whatever the fuck his name is, the guy from the last game. Like the characters Death Stranding 2 are not interesting to me that much either. I don't know. Like, now you're asking me for two games I don't like. I'm picking the best out of two.
That's the point.
Because at least Horizon has robot dinosaurs. At least it has that. Now, if Death Stranding 2 is an action game and not a fucking package game.
Listen, did you not see the rope? It's like, listen, you traded in the rope for a stick. They got guns now, man. They got guns.
Okay, well, I need to see more. Okay, I'm still. It's definitely not dead. Oh yeah, let me ask you because you didn't answer this last time. GTA 6 or Death Stranding 2?
All right, bro, I have a cop-out answer.
No, not allowed.
Dan Houser's not a part of the project.
Okay, so
he's the writer. He's been the writer for years, the main writer in Rockstar.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, Sam Houser's still there.
Sam Houser never wrote any of the games. He was
but Sam Houser's still the founder though. Like he's.
It don't matter. He didn't write no damn game.
bro. I'm not like, bro. GTA 6, bro. It's probably Wait.
Do you want me to be honest? I like GTA 4 more than I did like GTA 5. I think I told you that.
Yeah, me too. I like GTA 4 too.
GTA 5, I didn't really care for.
Like, imagine, bro.
So if GTA 6, more like GTA 5, like I think I'd choose Death Stranding. But if it's more GTA in line 6? With GTA 4, I would choose GTA 6, right? If GTA 6, if it's more in line with GTA 4 in terms of everything. Like I want the physics in the car back, like in GTA 4. I like that shit. I don't really care for like the car driving in GTA 5, personally.
Bro, GTA 6
Honestly,
is probably gonna be.
You know what my dream game? Wait. My dream game in GTA 6 would be having the car physics in GTA 4 and having the shooting from Max Payne 3, all in one. All in one. Okay. You give me that stuff, and I'm absolutely choosing GTA 6.
Okay. GTA 6 is going to be the biggest piece of media.
Okay, I didn't disagree with that.
It'll probably no. This is my angle. GTA 6 is probably the biggest event since Y2K. We're gonna say since the year 2000.
More than Y2K.
Whatever the next biggest thing in the world was. Okay, I think Y2K was pretty big, like at the time, like the year 2000, like the year 2000. It's gonna be the biggest thing probably that we've seen up to this point in our lives. Like in terms of just like the impact and the cultural impact, right? You're gonna risk not being a part of that once 40 years when you're on a rocking chair and your son comes to you, he hands you like a disc of GTA 6, like, Dad, can you tell me about this? And you're like, hey son, that's a big old story, I gotta tell you. See, you can tell him that story of where you were when GTA 6 came out. You can tell him, you where you were sitting, where you were enjoying on your life.
On my damn PS5, and
bro, you can share the magic of GTA 6. You're gonna risk that for Death Stranding 2?
Listen, I will say one other thing to counter. Has Rockstar ever predicted the future correctly? Mic drop. Mic drop.
Bro, Rockstar's already in the future, okay? Their AI in GTA 5 is still fucking incredible, okay? Their AI and their fucking
they predict the future
like their immersion. Yes no? Bro, they're already in the future. They don't need to predict shit. They're already in the future.
Death Stranding predicted the future. Metal Gear Solid 2 predicted the future.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, it's not that. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you can't say that. I can tell my kids, yo, this man right here, the man predicted the future twice and was correct.
Bro.
And was correct. I'll tell that to my grandkids.
Look.
I have grandkids.
Jesus. Hey man, look. GTA 6 could be the cultural event of the fucking century, probably. Probably until GTA 7 comes out. Like so. That's why you should be a part of that.
We're old men.
Bro. That's even better.
We'll be like what? The next game will be Red Dead Redemption 3, and that'll be
7 years probably.
When did Red Dead 2 come out?
2018.
2018. Okay. And GTA 6 is coming out in 2025. Bro. I'm gonna be old as hell.
Hey man.
That's 7 years, right?
All of that. Hey man. I mean, I guess I'm gaming anytime soon.
7 years, dude. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be 35 years old.
I guess I'm gaming at 35?
No. Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out that year.
You mean 3?
When I'm 35. Red Dead Redemption 3, yeah. I'm gonna be 35. Then GTA 7 comes out. Bro. I'm gonna be like in my mid 40s.
Damn, bro.
I'm gonna be old as hell. I'm gonna have a damn walking stick at that point.
You're talking about 45, bro? You didn't fix that shit.
Who knows? I'm thinking it could happen. Who freaking knows?
Bro, what kind of mobility do you have, bro? Your hips fucked up.
I run like crazy, and they say running is bad for your knees.
Hey man, gotta stop running.
Listen, man.
Damn.
Hey man.
Hey man. I think the state of play was fine. Like it didn't really blow. I mean. Like with these state of plays, I usually expect them just to give like a sort of outline for the first half of the year. So I feel like devs. I mean, it was I guess it's like a 5. I would say like a 5, because the games that I was good. The highlights were games I was really going to get anyways. It didn't really change anything for me. So that's pretty much it for the state of play for me, I would say.
All right. So the next state of play was earlier today. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
I didn't watch this, by the way. I saw.
So they kind of showed like a lot. They kind of explained like, yes, they're going to be updating the demo throughout like the month with the new area, and they did say they confirmed. I think that your save will carry over.
Oh, cool.
Which is a good thing because remake they didn't do that, and it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
personally speaking. Just give the option to
Bro.
do that, because if I am given the option, yes, I'm gonna just continue. That's
For me, I'm just gonna start it again. I like playing everything like once, like just like seamless. But bro, those that Tifa outfit for the fucking Casa del Sol, whatever, bruh, like why? Like they knew what they were doing with that, bro. They knew what they were doing with that. I was like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
And I started the demo, and I'm happy to report that they kept that. So there's a part in Nibelheim where if you can go into Tifa's house, and she's like, "Did you go into my house?" And like you can you can look in her closet. She's like, "Did you look at my closet?" And then it's like you can say yes or no.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that shit.
Yeah, so I think you can actually get an item like her underwear or something. I don't remember. I don't remember if it was an item or not. I actually don't remember. So I'm happy to announce that they did bring that bit back in this one. I was scared they were gonna like take some things out or whatever, but they definitely kept that. I'm glad they did, because like stuff like that's just really funny and like just shows you like the times and stuff like that. So and the piano minigame is kind of hard. It's way more interesting than the fucking guitar minigame Last of Us.
Damn, you're saying they outdone Naughty Dog?
Bro,
Square
anyone outdoes Naughty Dog
Dog
these days. Bro, anybody can outdo Naughty Dog these days, all right? I think I'm still playing the Nibelheim part, bro. Like playing through that and like just again, I didn't grow up with FF7. I played it way after. Obviously, I was too young when it came out. I wasn't even born yet. But bro, like I think I spent like 40 minutes just walking around the city and just like taking it all in. It's just like a massive upgrade all around, and it doesn't feel lifeless anymore. And like you actually see like the fanfare for Sephiroth like throughout your time there, which is also really cool. And there was one part I was like, ooh, like they definitely hinted at things that if you played FF7, you know the whole twist with that. So that's why it's like really cool just to see how they do it. And I haven't finished it yet, but I think I'm
gonna be playing it later today, along with Persona 3 Reload. So those are the two things I'll be doing after the podcast is over, right? Mm-hmm. But sounds like a lot of people are very hyped about FF7 Rebirth. Like I said, could be potentially another Game of the Year contender. You got Tekken 8, you got Infinite Wealth, and you got now Final Fantasy.
Infinite Wealth, bro.
Listen, dog. The reviews are saying,
that's insulting.
Dog.
That is insulting.
Love the game.
That's insulting.
Listen,
that's insulting.
I don't know what to tell you, bro. It is what it is. Anyway,
bro. Imagine being like, hey man, like like Persona 3 Reload came out and like celebrates out. Rise of the Ronin's out. Like, what are you getting? Oh, I'm playing Infinite Wealth. Like, bro.
Yo, like, Gian, I'm about to fight you, bro. He's playing that right now.
Bro, I'm sorry for him, bro. I'm sorry. Like, I rather watch Paint Dry than play Infinite Wealth. I don't know, bro. At least I'm fascinated. At least I'm fascinated by something if I'm watching Paint Dry. Like, damn, like how fast can the paint dry? You know what I mean? So, yeah, nah.
The hate. Come on, brother. The hate.
My hate is justified, by the way.
I mean,
but
yeah,
I will be playing. I will be playing Man Who Erased His Name at some point. I will be playing that.
Okay.
Just not now.
Just not now. I got you.
Just not now.
All right, so let's go into the Microsoft tidbit leaks, rumors. Basically, it all stemmed from we were hearing that a Microsoft game will be headed to PlayStation and Nintendo Switch. Turned out it was going to be Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush, and then it's still rumors, but then we kind of hear, oh my gosh, DualSense support was added to Hi-Fi Rush on Steam. So the triggers and all that stuff, which is strange because it was like, damn, they didn't do it before. Now they're doing it now, along with what's been being talked about. So that happened, and then assets were pulled from the game, showing teachers like PlayStation and Switch or something like that. Then it's like, okay, it's looking more and more real. And then the bombshell happens where we're hearing certain people say, hey, we don't like where Microsoft's new direction is going towards. And some people talk about what? I mean, Hi-Fi Rush is the only thing. talked about. Then we were hearing, oh, it's Hi-Fi Rush, Microsoft Flight Sim. What were the like?
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of
Sea of
Thieves, and there was
Thieves.
one other game I forgot.
So I think that was the initial set. It was Hi-Fi Rush, Sea of Thieves, Flight Simulator.
And there was one other game I forgot. I don't know.
I don't remember the other one, but then maybe Indiana Jones. But I don't know if that came.
No, that came
after.
It came after.
Okay, and but as far as we know, like those were the those were the start, and then after that, it just like
blew up,
catapulted.
Right? Then
it just
was
blew
Indiana
up.
Jones comes out months later.
Yeah, Gears of War trilogy,
Gears, Halo, Master Chief Collection, Halo Infinite, and what else was
there?
Starfield was the big one.
Yeah, I think after Starfield,
then it started going Gears, Halo, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right? So I was like, damn. You know what they could do? They could put a kibosh on it and just say, "Oh, it's not
a kibosh."
Yeah, a capuche, whatever. I don't know what the saying is. And they could just say, come out on Twitter, say, these rumors aren't true. These supposed leaks aren't true, and we won't be putting our games on competing platforms. Boom. Right? Sunday happens, nothing. Not a peep, right? Monday happens, finally a statement from Phil Spencer himself saying, we hear you guys. PR speak, by the way. We hear you. We hear you. No. What he says is, yeah, we know what you guys are saying, but we're having our own thing that we're going to talk about what we'll be doing for the future of Xbox, right? And I think there was like, what was it? Sometime in September, October, I don't know what. Stewart was talking about that they want to have all their games and Game Passes on every device.
Yes, there was also, I think earlier on, this was before all those leaks came out. It was people were passing around Stewart's made by I think the CFO, like someone really really high up that was saying like we want to have Game Pass and like our games anywhere that will have a screen, including our competitors. So like that was being passed around for the longest time, but nothing else was being substantiated.
And then I think Phil said something and say we wouldn't put our games on other platforms, like
platforms. I think that was before. That was even before that.
After. I thought it was after the fact.
Oh, really? I thought
because
that was
the statement came out, and then Phil was like, "Listen, we're not going to be putting our games on other platforms." Now, I think either when he said that there might have been a disconnect, and Microsoft didn't talk to Phil Spencer, or Phil was doing damage control. I don't know, to save holiday sales and all that stuff. I don't know. It could be either or. No one really knows. Then this happens, and it's just like, okay. So it seems like Phil definitely knows now, and I tell people this all the time. These executives are not your friend. You can play video games with them. It don't mean that they're your best friends, man. Because I saw like okay, like Tim was like, Phil, come to my space and talk. You think he's gonna talk on a damn Twitter space? It's like, no, he's not gonna do that shit. Because it's like, hey, as an executive, right? You will want to like press like have like early screening like questions, right? And know what they're gonna say. Mm-hmm. That stuff is he's not gonna know what they say. And he's not going to have PR answers. So, of course, he's not going to want to do something like that. And no, he's not friends with them. Like, yes, he'll play video games. But doesn't mean that he's like friends. It's just that's not the case, right? These executives don't care. At the end of the day, they want to make money. Now, do I think this is Phil Spencer's initiative or idea of putting games on other platforms? I don't know. I can't tell you. I think Game Pass was, which was kind of like also founded by, Satya, because he wanted to, because Xbox wasn't generating enough revenue. My whole thought process of it is this. I talked to a couple people about it, of saying what I think ended up happening was a couple of factors, right? And we'll know more. Plans could change, but I doubt it, because then he could have said something there on the tweet or whatever. What I think ended up happening was a couple of factors. One, I think for Starfield, I think they were hoping that when that game came out, that console sales would move units. Like the units would move. 2, they were hoping for an influx of brand new Game Pass subscribers. Those were the things that they were hoping for. And it did not meet the threshold. On top of the Activision Blizzard deal, they need a return on their investment. It's a lot of damn money, right? Was it 69 billion? Something like that. And they need to make as much money as possible. And by doing so, they gotta most likely want to put their games on all platforms, right? Which then, like I said, is also kind of productive because then it devalues your brand, right? And the people that invested money into your ecosystem will feel devalued and will feel some sort of way, right? So where do they go? Mm-hmm. Because then they're going to have to go to a new ecosystem and reinvest money into another ecosystem. Could be Steam, could be PlayStation, could be Switch. I don't know, right? Mm-hmm. But like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. I do think that Phil Spencer wasn't the right man for the job. I think I said that multiple times. I don't think he made good choices. I don't think he made good business decisions. And this is probably the end result. I wouldn't be shocked if Phil kind of like leaves at one point. I don't know. It could possibly happen by the ending of this generation or the beginning of the next generation. I don't even know if there'll be a next Xbox. Possibly. It's a possibility.
There'll still be next Xbox. I mean,
yeah.
They do R&D on this stuff way before.
They could. But at that point, how many people are going to want to buy an Xbox? I don't know.
I mean, they'll probably treat they'll just treat like the other like areas where it's like it's just like an option. It's just like a way to be. It's just a way for people to have the Microsoft ecosystem that they might want. Might not be the focus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like it could change. Their plans could change, right?
I don't think it will.
I think Tom Henderson made a tweet whether or not it's a real thing or not, or he's just gauging interest to see. And it's like, how do people feel if these games will come 6 or 12 months to the PlayStation, but these games will still be day one on Game Pass?
I mean, it's still bad. Like that's still bad, right? Like again, like I just told you, like my friend, like I have a friend, like who he's really excited about Indiana Jones. He's like, fuck, like I want to have an Xbox or PC. I want to play the Indiana Jones game. I have to get a PC for it. And then I showed him like like on a PS5, like a few months later. He's like, oh, okay, that's fine. Like if it's not a long wait, people will wait because like there are a lot of games out, and I don't think Xbox necessarily creates the games that makes you want to go buy a system right away for it. Mm-hmm. I don't think I mean, just my own personal taste, but I don't think they do. So I think people are okay with waiting however many months. And again, we were told that Game Pass was this huge behemoth, juggernaut, industry disruptor, all these buzzwords. We were told this about Game Pass. And now, and so if that is really the case, then this shouldn't be a problem. Because Game Pass is there, day one games. Now, there are some other little tidbits that said, oh, some games might not be day one on Game Pass. If that happens, if they exempt games from being day one on Game Pass, that is going to be catastrophic for the service. I think if they do that, that would be because I think people have sacrificed building a library for themselves because of Game Pass, and if you go back on your word about day one releases on for your games on Game Pass, that is going to make a lot of people angry at the fact that they missed out on making their digital library because of the service, and they're no longer get what they want or what they were believed to have promised. Mm-hmm. But I think there are other things that you want to go over before I give my thoughts. So was there anything else about the rumors that you want to say?
I think they said a lot of the rumors saying like Activision Blizzard games won't be on Game Pass or something like that. That's what I think one of the rumors were trying to say because they want to return on their investments like heavily on that side of things. I don't know. That could be true. That could not be true. I got no clue. Right. And supposedly that this event that they're supposed to be happening next week was supposed to be way in spring. So they kind of pushed their
end of February.
It was supposed to it pushed their plans, right? So now it's next week. So it's like, damn, the messaging, the leaks, rumors. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to kind of hear everything. I don't know if they're going to pivot. I don't know whose idea it was. I feel like it's way higher up than Phil. Could be completely wrong. But it does seem like the messaging, like they said, it's like they want as many screens as possible. Possibility. If they do say something like, listen, day one on Game Pass, but these games are coming 6 to 12 months later on PlayStation or Switch. We'll see. We'll see how the fan base reacts to it. Xbox fan base, the hardcore fan base. Whether or not they're receptive about it or not. Who knows?
Yeah, like my only thing is if this was their plans, why didn't they just say this at the Activision like FTC trials and stuff like that? Like, why did they wait till now? Like, if they went to their regulatory trials and like, hey, like, you know, we understand this is a lot of money to be purchasing company with, but you know, this is our plan for like next 3 years of putting our games on PlayStation, all our games, like most of our games on like a 6-12 month basis. If they did that, they would have had the deal like a lot sooner than they actually did. So I don't know why
the only way I can think of is they were waiting for Starfield and to see if it pushed units and stuff like that. And it didn't push Game Pass like numbers, and it didn't push the console sales. That's what I would have. That's the only way I could think in terms of why they didn't say anything to the FCC. Is a wait and see approach. You know, and I think things would have been different if both of those thresholds were met. Game Pass sales or numbers increased to what they want it to be, and the console sales increased.
Yeah, this strategy was always so puzzling to me because they were killing themselves on both fronts. Number one, sorry, my dog just walked in. Hey, buddy. Give me 1 second.
No, you're good. But overall, does everyone believe it though? Like, like that's what I want to know. It feels like, of course, fanboys are gonna say one thing or the other, whether or not though. I want to know like how many people actually believe it. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be interesting. It's just interesting in terms of seeing everybody's like reactions or meltdowns and stuff like that. It's just hilarious. Like seeing like certain people think that they're insiders. Yeah, I see it right there. That see like that they're insiders and pretend to be insiders, and it turns out not to be. Like I said, there are people that like Tom Warren or Randall Thorne, like Jez Gordon. Like those are the people that know most of what is happening or occurring at Xbox. Other people, on the other hand, I'm just like, no, I just don't believe. Them in terms of the Xbox podcasting scene. It's like, I heard I got a DM and this is what's happening. Now, whether or not
I just got a text.
Yeah, text from
I just got a text.
Right now.
We'll be okay, guys. We'll be okay.
That Game Pass, you're gonna get $10 extra per month, and you're gonna get that credit to your Xbox Live account. No. So
yeah.
Whether they believe it or not, how they handled this whole thing, I don't disagree. That's why I said they should have said something, but of course they're not going to. But like I said, like I don't know if I believe the whole Tim Dog, I think, made a thread or something like that saying that they're trying to introduce a new model with Game Pass that will introduce ads. It's either going to be at the $10 tier, and then they're going to increase the pricing, just like kind of like a la Netflix or Hulu.
Yep.
I don't know whether or not that's true. Could be true, could not be true. Like I said, Tim Dog, I don't really believe in terms of a Xbox like insider. No.
It's a Phil, bro.
He talks to Phil on the phone.
He talks to Phil.
Video games. Exactly.
His daughter draws pictures for Phil.
So, no. But overall, though, I don't know. It could be a possibility, but I doubt it. Because if they were to put ads within a video game on Game Pass, it's insane.
No, sorry. What I was trying to say before my dog was interrupted me was, so it's interesting. This strategy was always puzzled me because they kind of mess themselves up on both sides. Because you either sell your hardware, you want to push your hardware so people will buy your software, be in your ecosystem, but they gave people less reasons to be in their ecosystem because of their games not being exclusive on their platform. And Game Pass, the main way Game Pass grows is from like the hardware. So them actively discouraging people from buying their hardware just means that less people will overall be just subscribed to Game Pass because people won't be investing in their ecosystem. And I could definitely believe like these sort of like ad tiers or increasing the price and all that stuff, because like we both said, they want to make money on their investment that they made. And like I think now it's like an industry practice to have ads in your like subscription service. Like Netflix, Amazon Prime Video just had introduced ads, Spotify, whatever. So, and also they already have ads on Xbox when you boot up the console, throughout the dashboard, all that kind of stuff, which is just crazy to me. Like you're paying for a console and you have ads in your dashboard. Like that's kind of crazy. That's kind of messed up. So I could definitely see him doing something like that. And man, I wonder if they'll make like a lesser tier, or they'll just put it into Game Pass Core or something. Like, I just wonder what they're gonna do about this. And then this might, like, if they go back on their word about, like, day one release on Game Pass and so on and so forth, like they're pretty much gonna kill the service. Like they'll pretty much kill the service. Yeah. So it's I mean, look, like this just shows you that the traditional way of selling games is the best way of selling games. I just I'm glad that this is failing, because this was always a bad thing for gaming. This sort of subscription model for games. I just never ever liked it. I don't like how it devalued a lot of games. I don't like how it lessened expectations. We had a lot of games coming out that should not have been, that would never ever ever have been worth $70. That because it's on Game Pass. Oh, it's okay. Like it's fine. Like Redfall. Like that game would not have come out the way it was if it wasn't going to be a Game Pass game.
Yeah, it's like it's based on performance and not the downloads or anything like that. So
yeah, they base it up like
what Delta is saying, and
yeah,
like I said, overall it's going to be interesting because we're going to know next week what the true plans are, right?
Yeah, and also this is one of those moments of the year where you have to watch every single Xbox podcast that comes out, because bro, like it's just so fun. It's just so fun watching the tears, the meltdowns, everything. Last year was Redfall, and this year is this, and I'm glad this came early, because I didn't expect the year to start off this way. I don't watch many other podcasts, but this one of these situations is the time I tune into every single one of them just to watch the world burn.
Man's about to watch the Cole Eastwood podcast now,
bro. I watch. I never watched an Iron Lords in my life. I go to an Iron Lords podcast. I'm like, why is this shit 5 hours long? Like I've never watched this in my life. And then I just skipped to the 2 hour 30 minute mark. I'm like, that's all I need to see right now. Nothing else. About to watch the Defining Duke podcast, BGST. Sorry, no, the one on Gaming on Daily. I think that one on the Colin Moriarty channel.
Wait, no, the Collins, that's Defining Duke. Game on Daily.
That's yeah. Sorry, maybe watch that. Yeah, maybe watch that one too.
Oh, dude, it was crazy because it was because I wanted to see certain people's reaction. I was like, "Where's Gaz at? I can't find."
Bro, he disappeared.
I think he went onto a space recently, but I haven't seen anything in terms of tweets or whatnot.
Bro,
in terms
of hybrid. Also, I forgot to mention, we have a lot of personalities quitting. Their whole Xbox persona. Colobrial, Colobrial. Yeah, Colobrial stepping back. The guy who made graphics for free for Xbox for years. Montages. Crazy.
Free work?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Free work, Imagine you work a 9 to 5.
Work into something and just giving it to no way. I can't.
Imagine you work a 9 to 5 and you're already in you might go to the gym, you might commute, be home by 7ish. You gotta go to bed in 5 hours. And one of those 5 hours you spend your time on is making free graphics for a multi-trillion-dollar company. Imagine that. It'd never be me. I'd rather play the games that these trillion-dollar companies make, not make graphics for them for free.
Yikes.
It's crazy.
Yeah, what's the slogan? Play games, not corporations. There you go. Play games, not corporations.
Or we survive together, everyone wins.
Oh,
survive together.
See what you did there. Jeez, I forgot about that slogan.
Also, a little bit of a side news. I'm surprised you didn't bring this up because you're such a big fan. You're such a big fan. Final Fantasy 14 on Xbox, you need Xbox Live to play online.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot.
You need to buy on top of the subscription.
Does PS Plus does the same thing?
No, not for Plus.
Huh? I did not know about that. What the hell?
Yeah.
I don't know why they would do that.
Yeah, you gotta pay for the subscription and the Xbox Live.
That's a weird thing. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if that was one of the compromises that 14 had to do to put it on Xbox, and Xbox was like, listen, to put it, 14 on our, console, we're requiring our gamers to pay Xbox Live. I don't know. I don't know if that's the case and that's how it happened.
Yeah. I know the free trial doesn't require online. Obviously, it's free, but the full game, if you want to play beyond the free trial,
Dawn Trail and everything like that. I didn't even know. About that. I was like, "What the frick?"
Yeah,
hearing about that.
I think that came out like amongst the shadows of everything else that happened yesterday. I think. Okay. But Delta, I don't think it's a nothing burger, because if it was, they would have just dispelled it. Like, It just doesn't make sense for some of the most damaging rumors you could have about your console, about your brand, about your plans, that you just wait.
That or they magically, I don't want to say magically, they could have changed their mind, right? I doubt something that big of a decision they want to change that course correct.
Yeah, it's not like Xbox Live Gold being $120.
I don't fucking know. They could change it. They could not. I don't know. Something could be true. Something not could be true. But you would think though, Phil Spencer would have said, listen, we it's not that we hear you shit. Just be like, if they wanted to say, listen, some of these things are true and some of these things are not true. We will clarify more with our event. Then I think that would have been something better. But him saying, we hear you, we're going to talk more about our plans for the future of Xbox next week.
Yeah.
That's very much so vague that nobody really knows. Granted, Phil Spencer and these like Xbox executives, Microsoft executives, probably have the best PR teams of all time. And I think they would have written something way better than that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I could be completely wrong.
Phil talks too much. Phil talks way too much. Every year he talks. Kind of annoying at this point. And people will still defend him. People will still defend Phil and everything, even though he hasn't really done much for Xbox. I'm sorry. He hasn't like, it's been a decade. It's been probably a decade since he took power. And is there like a killer app on Xbox?
Okay, yeah. I'll say there are some good games on Xbox, but people like mention the killer app, the system seller. Does that Xbox have a system seller currently? It's like right now, currently, no. Could they have one in the future? Yes.
Yeah, they bought all these studios and they can't get it. Like Hellblade 2 looks just like Hellblade 1. I mean, sorry, doesn't look like it. I mean, like, gameplay wise, looks similar to Hellblade 1. Like, you buy a studio 5 years later and this is what you come up with. I don't know. Like, all he did was take Kinect out the box. Like, and also we need to remember those dark years of Xbox. Crackdown 3, Phantom Dust remaster.
Well,
not
a lot
remake.
of people don't like, and I think Delta and like other people realize this, but not a lot of the casual people realize this. It's like Phil Spencer, before he became head of Xbox, was head of first party. So he signed off on a lot of games like Fable Legends, Crackdown 3, Rise, Son of Rome, like a lot of those games, right?
Scorn, no, not Scorn. That was a different one. I got canceled. I forgot what it was.
But he was the head of first party for quite some, like a duration of Xbox. But he signed off on a lot of those games. And those games came out to be flops on Xbox One. Quantum Break and like all these other things. He signed off on that shit. A lot of people don't realize that Scalebound signed off on that.
Voodoo Vince remaster. He loves Voodoo Vince, I know that much.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Bro, a lot of dark games in that time. A lot of what was there? I guess Recore was okay, but no, I think Phil Spencer has largely failed. I mean, I guess he was successful in keeping Xbox alive because they probably would have sold it off or something at the time. But I don't think he's been successful in turning the brand quality around. I think the brand is still seen as a budget, second hand like Sony did a really good job making the PlayStation brand like a high quality brand. They did a really good job with that. And I think Xbox just devalued their brand. It's kind of like I hate using this. It's the Apple versus like Windows effect, where it's like Apple, like they pride themselves on being like pristine, high quality, whatever. No matter how much you hate them, they have that image of themselves. And then Windows is like just not like that. So I think Xbox did a very because like Xbox gets made fun of. I don't know anyone in my life that has an Xbox. I don't know anybody. Like either they have a PlayStation, they have a PC.
If
And
you okay,
most of
so
my
like
friends,
yeah, I would say in terms of friend groups, like I have people that game on PC, then I have people that console owners. Like I see majority are PlayStation. I have a couple,
and
few
most of my
that have
friends
Xbox.
were 360 owners. I think. Like I never had a 360, but most of my friends either had 360 or yeah, and they went to PS4.
Mm-hmm.
So like yeah, about so I don't know. Well, I mean, Sarah Bond does anything. I mean, it kind of sucks that she has to take like this is the time that she takes the mantle.
Because I really
It's kinda
feel
unfair.
like they're trying to prep up Sarah Bond to be the head of Xbox, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
she's like president.
I guess
But Phil's
this
still
was supposed to be her
the head
big.
honcho of Xbox. So I think like
Yeah.
they're trying to prep her because, like I said, I think Phil's going to leave and Sarah Bond's going to be the actual head of Xbox, right? That's what I think is going to end up happening. I could be completely wrong, but that's why like people are saying like she's supposed to be giving an announcement, and this is what it's supposed to be. So
That's kind of shitty for her to have that as her first big announcement as the new leader. That doesn't make a good impression on her at all. Yeah.
I don't know, but
but the console war is officially over. It's about to be officially over. And you have
it's gonna. I do believe it will make PlayStation complacent. I think because they're like people mention Nintendo. It's like Nintendo and PlayStation are on two different markets. Like Nintendo's in the handheld hybrid model, but really more like handheld. And PlayStation's like the high end console, right?
Yeah, I think also it's even harder today to get into gaming versus like 30, 40 years ago. Gaming's a much bigger industry. It's much more expensive to build the hardware you need to meet the minimum specs. And there's a lot more losses versus back then that you incur for each game. So like if you're gonna put your like I feel like, I mean Super Nintendo time there was like a bunch of different like Panasonic and all these different companies that were coming in because the losses weren't that much compared to now. So if there's no true that's why I mean if there's no true comparator to Sony, then it'll be really, really tough.
Oh yeah, because the consoles they can sell it however they want to sell it. They can price their games however accordingly now, and increase their subscription service for online.
I mean, to be
any competition there. Now, people are saying, "What about competition when it comes to making video games?" I think making video games is very different, right? I've said that a couple of times when it comes to PlayStation first party studio. It seems like they just compete with themselves, right? That's what a lot of the kind of like talk is about. Then Naughty Dog competes with Sony Santa Monica. Sony Santa Monica competes with Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch competes with Insomniac. It's like all these other studios compete within themselves. But like I said, I think game wise is fine, but the issue will be pricing. Online service in terms of subscriptions will probably increase. Consoles in terms of price will increase. Games price will probably increase as a result. So that's like one of the things you got to think about is if Xbox does like become this third party publisher, just realize as a console only owner, you may get screwed. So that's why I'm on a PC. So I don't have to deal with all that crap.
Me neither. I mean, I personally don't feel like I already paid $100 for games in Canada already. I don't feel like the price per game is like necessarily. I mean, I don't, because compared to other mediums, video games will always be like more value versus like other mediums like movies, concerts, experiences, whatever. So if game prices go up, like keep going up, like it's kind of just okay. Like I'm okay with that. I'll just because games go down. While games go up in price, they also go down in price more than ever. It's like if you just wait like maybe a month. You can get a game or at least like $20-$30 off.
But that's the reason why these game prices go down so fast. It's because the games are not selling and the games are tanking. And that's why you'll see something go down in price, right?
Yeah.
But if you see game prices that don't go down, a la Tears of the Kingdom, a la like other games, it's because those games are selling incredibly well.
Also, Nintendo doesn't have as many like games on their platform as like Sony does. There's not as much competition in their platform.
Yeah.
Of games to buy.
No, I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but so that's like the main. I think that's
like
the main
certain
thing.
games will go down in prices because they're getting tanked because no one's really buying them. I think when you have game prices that increase heavily, you'll have people be more selective about the games that they buy as well.
No, I agree with that. I think Sony even mentioned that like raising our prices definitely caused some sort of negative effect on terms of sales. I just wish I could find like, is the money you make at $70 still more than what you make at $60, even given the decrease in sales?
Yep.
Ooh.
This man
damn.
pulled through. What the
damn.
The heck?
Damn, bro. Damn, bro.
Pablo,
bro, Game Pass too many times.
Pablo,
what's good? What's good?
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I just realized what the Game Pass.
Yeah,
Game Pass.
Yeah,
we still
Pass.
Yeah, we're not getting off the ship until it completely crashes Titanic
you
style.
Want to be on the Titanic.
You ready for those ads?
You see the iceberg, you're like, yo, there's an iceberg, but I'm still staying on the boat until it just hits.
Yo, hey, bro, man, I gotta apologize, bro, because I should have told you that
no, you're good,
they
man.
actually shit. Yeah, I should have told you that. I was just all over the place today.
No, you're good, man.
I got certified today, baby. I can make a rest now. So.
Let's go. Let's go.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Yeah, I needed that.
So we gotta hear your opinion on the whole Xbox stuff.
As a Game Pass loyalist.
You guys are still alive?
Yeah, we're still alive.
Oh, nice. The whole Xbox thing that's been going on?
And Phil's like, statement. Not really a statement. Like we hear you, like always, like that bullshit thing. He's like, we hear you. It's like, bro, come on, man. And not giving a real answer and saying, you'll know more about our plans next week. It's like, bro, you had a whole day, didn't say a word. Then the next day you say this. It's like PR bullshit. That's what it sounds like to me.
I completely agree, man. Like all that stuff is PR. Like those are like really buzzwords that they learn to use. Like, hey, we hear you and stuff, and then it's just to ease you in and to let your guard down, so that when he breaks the news to you, you're not as defeated, because he told you like, hey, we're listening and all that stuff. But I guess we kind of saw it coming, man. Like, the decline year on year with the Xbox Series consoles, it's not even outpacing like the Xbox One 2-to-1. Like the numbers are very similar month to month on how much they're selling. And it seems like Xbox One was a little bit more desirable than the series consoles from the way the reports look when they come out every month, like for the NPDs and all that. So it's just like it was just a matter of time. And then also, the Game Pass thing, it really had a really major effect on cannibalizing their sales and stuff. So it was just really. We didn't want to see it because look, I love Game Pass. I'm out here saying Game Pass all the time and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we were worried about saving money. We didn't really think like, oh, okay, like, hey man, like maybe they can still get a lot of subscriptions and then still sell the games and stuff like that. But that wasn't the case. People were completely stopped buying the games, and that's kind of where we kind of landed here with this, announcement about this business update event. So, I'm kind of disappointed, but at the same time, I don't really care if they go multi-platform and release great games. It is what it is. I know people are gonna want them to drop it exclusively, but those are just people that are like, they just want to fuel the console wars and stuff like that. But what I don't want to see is
I was gonna say, do you think it'll make PlayStation? I'm not even talking like game dev studios, more along the lines of online service and game pricing and console pricing, like complacent.
Console price. Honestly, they might be a little bit more aggressive. Well,
yeah,
what I
that's
was
what I'm
going to
saying.
say,
like complacent meaning that they get no competition. They could say, listen, instead of a $400 system, we price it at $450, $500. Instead of $70 games, we could price at $80 or $90. Instead of PS Plus being, I don't know what PS Plus is per month. double
80
it or
or
something like that.
it's 80 a year, I think, or 90 a year.
Yeah, let's say it's 120 a year or 130 a year or something like that.
Yeah,
that could be a potential awesome. Future.
I mean, it could be potential if Xbox decides not to make consoles, and with a multi-platform push, that looks like they would be treading the way of like Sega. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're gonna put all your games exclusive, because the way it looked at first was that like, okay, the Bethesda games, like they were listing on Bethesda games, and I was thinking like, okay, maybe Bethesda still wants a multi-platform, because I remember some of the executives at Bethesda were like a little disappointed.
I think P. Hines left.
P. Hines.
I don't know if it's because of that.
He did, yeah.
It might have been something else.
Yeah, it makes sense now with what's going on. It's possible that he could have left because of that. And it makes sense, like Bethesda, they were selling like a shit ton of copies with like the Fallout series. So like, and then they released Starfield, a new IP from them. And then they were probably disappointed by like how the game sold, just being on the Xbox console. So it would make sense for them to continue to be multi-platform. But to have your own first-party studios and put those potentially out on the PS5 is like damn, you guys are really down bad then if that's the case. And a lot of people saying they regret them buying ABK, but I mean, honestly, I thought they were buying them to strengthen, the Game Pass library and then have this initiative of growing Game Pass. But
you got to think about that too. $69 billion, right? So they got to get a return on their investment. And I think the best year, I forgot what Activision Blizzard was, like 1.5 billion that they made. And that's just like in 1 year, right? So that's going to take a long time to make back that money.
You think Phil, like maybe Phil, I'm pretty sure the idea was to strengthen, the Game Pass library to try to push more growth for like the subscribers.
Maybe in his mind, and then Satya was like, in a different
Satya
mindset.
was like, yo, bro, like that's what I was gonna say. Like, yo, Satya looked at it like, yo, all right, so where's the money that's coming in? Because like your other first party studios aren't selling that well. You're gonna need to go multi-platform completely now. And then now Phil's like, oh shit, like, the fan base is gonna be on my ass about this. Or he's probably not even thinking about that, but his job is on the line, I think, at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think so.
As a consumer, I really don't care because I got a PC, and a PS5, so I'm good.
No, that's what I said. As a PC gamer, for me, if PlayStation becomes complacent, listen, that sucks for console owners. I'm on a PC, so that's not gonna do much for me. So
I'm not. Tell him what you got. He got a 4090.
Listen, man, the new GPU's coming out later this year. 5000 series, baby, along with the new monitors. Yes, sir. I might be getting one.
Oh god,
that's serious, man. So hit me up when the 5000 series is near launch. I'll sell somebody a 4090.
I'll take that 4090. No problem. Say less.
But yeah, that's the Xbox news. We're gonna find out more about it next week. I don't think they said specifically what time or what.
What's it about?
I don't think they said. I don't think they.
Can I ask you guys this? Because a lot of people, there's a lot of quote unquote insiders online saying that they're gonna backtrack on like, I mean, they didn't officially make a move yet anyways, but they said they're gonna backtrack on doing the multi-platform stuff and then just stop the day one releases on Game Pass or whatever. What do you think about that?
I don't know, man. That's like, because if that was the case, then they'll say these rumors aren't real. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I think. Granted, it could be true. It's a weird way of handling it then. Because it's like, I don't know. Because I don't know who these insiders are saying now, right? Because did Rand say something? Like, did he say, oh, they're backpedaling? Like, because I don't know who's saying what right now. Like, who's saying...
It just sounds like COP to me. It sounds like COP to me.
I saw this on Reset era and stuff, so take it with a grain of salt.
Like if they stop day one release on Game Pass, it's gonna kill the service. It's gonna kill the service. If they stop day one release.
I think if you're talking like, they did condition their audience for Game Pass. So if they stop,
since for 7 years since Sea of Thieves, right? That was the first one, I think. So that's a long
how the
time.
Audience would feel, because then I heard rumors like, I think Tim Dog I don't think he's an insider. I take Rand over Tim Dog information any day of the week.
Mhm.
But Tim Dog was saying, oh, they were creating new subscription service. Like the lowest tier would be for ads, and then the highest tier would be for
I could definitely see that.
day one on Game Pass.
While you're playing games, that's terrible.
Yeah,
like Netflix or Hulu model or something like that.
Yeah.
And then like they said the highest tier, whatever highest tier that they'll make will be for day one on Game Pass. So and then like the middle tier will be with no ads, and there's a vault like the EA vault or something like that for games, vaulted. So you get to play the back catalog, but the new games will cost more per month, which I don't know how receptive the audience would be if that were true.
They're gonna feel betrayed. Like they're gonna rightfully so.
That's to say, I wouldn't take a lot of stock in what these insiders saying today. Their text messages. Hell, I think Colt Eastwood was like, "Listen, man, I got a text message." I'm like, Colt, shut up, bro. Please, bro. You're not an insider. I hate that shit, man. It's like,
yeah.
Listen, guys. Phil Spencer just texted me, and he says he hates everyone. He hates the Xbox community. He thinks you guys are terrible. You guys need to take baths. The Xbox fanboys got to take baths. Bro, come on now.
Getting
no damn text messages from Phil Spencer.
Because it's like you've conditioned the audience not to build a digital library for 7 years, and you're all of a sudden gonna take it away. Like that'll probably be like the biggest betrayal I think they could do is like dropping day one releases on Game Pass and like overhauling the service completely. Because there's no digital library to show for it. All this money they spent on Game Pass for 7 years, and all of a sudden now they have to completely change how they consume games because they've been conditioned for so long to accept this model that they were confident that this company was going to stick by for the foreseeable future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean the fault is definitely on Game Pass because once they remember that. I forgot if it was last year or the year before, or it probably was last year. They reported that they had like 25 million subscribers. Like ever since then, they stopped reporting any growth on how many people were subscribed and stuff. And then I think I kind of saw the writing on the wall then. Like, and I was like, damn, like, their games are probably not going to sell like as well like anymore. Like now that that it's just staying at 25 million. Like it's not growing. And I think if it was growing like exponentially year on year, I don't think they would have, potentially go multi-platform. But
I agree. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting because it's like fan base is conditioned in a certain way, and I don't know if they'd be willing to purchase full games at $70.
Yeah,
I maybe it will push them to buy $70 games. Maybe that will happen. I just doubt it. It's because it's like you're heavily invested in that ecosystem, and you're like, damn, I can't, get their exclusives for $10 a month, $15 a month. I don't know. Like for me, it doesn't matter to me because I buy my games. I play it on Steam.
Yeah, for us it doesn't change.
So it doesn't do anything. Like hell, I said the same thing. BG said this, right? And it's like certain people on the PC will buy their games on Steam instead of on Epic, getting it free on Epic or Game Pass. Like Persona 3 Reload, right? That's on Game Pass. I could have paid $10 a month and played it. But I said, screw it. I'll pay $60 on a Game Billet, get the code, put it on my Steam, and then I can play it on my PC or Steam Deck. Yeah. So it's like, that's just me. It's like I buy my games on my Steam account.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna even lie. I'm one of the reasons why they probably go on multi-platform because I'll subscribe to the service. If I knew it was gonna lead to that, honestly, I probably still would have stayed subscribed. Look, hey, look, it is what it is. Like I was trying to save money in my pocket. I mean, PlayStation is still around. It is what it is. Nintendo's still around. I just want them to still make consoles. Just to give like those people that like playing on Xbox. Because obviously, they not if they go on multi-platform, people still like just the feel of the console and stuff. Like, they got their friends on there because the games is not going to be there probably anymore. But I mean, I'm I'm more worried about whether or not they're gonna make consoles anymore. But it seems like with the push, like with XCloud and stuff, and like being able to like stream like even directly from your TV, like it seems like they're gonna probably push more into that. But I think that's a bad mistake because that service compared to something like GeForce Now is not even optimal, bro. Like in terms of latency, it's like not even there, man. Like a lot of the
xCloud
games
hasn't been
that
improved,
service
right?
yeah, it hasn't been improved like at all. Like so, I don't know. Like if they're gonna remove the box, you're gonna have to like make some serious upgrades, like some GeForce Now style upgrades to the service. So yeah, that's why I think they're still gonna have the Xbox. I mean, even the documents, from the case with the FTC, like it showed like kind of their future plans about their next generation console. So they're still gonna make consoles, I'm assuming. So we'll see how it plays out. Things change all the time, but we'll see.
Yeah, sure. All right. So I think we finished all the topics for this episode, and we'll definitely be on not next week, but the week. Wait, actually, no. I'm trying to think. Okay, next week is Valentine's week, right? So yeah, definitely the week after.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
I'm also gonna be doing stuff. So it's
yes, sir.
We're definitely not.
You already know, baby.
Oh, we're not single. We're cool.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The way the rubbing the hands. Oh, I'm dead, dog. Oh,
Rick Ross rubbing
you know.
Or Birdman, I mean.
Yeah. So definitely, if you guys are with your significant other, hopefully you guys have a fantastic week. Because I know me, it's most likely we're gonna do something the day of, but the stuff we want to have is definitely gonna have to be later during that week. Maybe.
Did y'all ask your girl to be your Valentine yet?
Listen.
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing it at 11:59 on the 13th.
The 13th.
Nice.
Do you want to be my Valentine?
How about you, Redhead? Did you do it yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it like 11:59. Pablo's plan.
Shame.
Do you want to be my Valentine?
Shame.
But anyways, if you guys do, have a girl, hopefully you guys have a fantastic night, or I don't know if it'll be the day after, a couple days after, or before. Makes sense. You don't got to do it the day of. Should do it whenever. But also, guys, take it easy. Stay safe. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, share. RGT maybe this Friday. I might not be there because Friday Night SmackDown is going to be in my area. So I will either be on for like half the episode and then bounce to go to the Spectrum Center to see Friday Night SmackDown and see the booze of Rock happen live again, most likely.
Oh, man.
Right?
Yep.
Let's see here if they say The Rock sucks or something like that, if Cody Rhodes is going to be there. I don't know what's happening. I didn't get to even see the lineup. Imagine Rhea Ripley shows up again. I will fucking die. I will go to the gym and see her again. I'll be like, yo, long time no see. It's been like, what, a couple months already?
No.
It's like, you still go to this gym, eh? Same. That'll be hilarious. Oh, man. But I don't know. She might be there. She might not be there. I'll be like, hey, you want to be on RGT? Oh, shit. That'd be too much.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
She's like, what's an RGT? I'll be like, damn, it's a podcast. It's like, yeah, I'm good. I'll be like, damn, I tried my best. But yeah, check everything out. This is Big Cloud's channel. So like I said, greatly appreciate Big Cloud for hosting us. Do all that fun stuff. Make sure to follow everybody here. There might be a Twitch stream sometime this week. It will probably be Thursday. I want to say Thursday early morning, maybe around 8 o'clock in the morning. So look forward to that. Alish, where can they find you at?
Great show. It's been a minute, so glad we got to, take a good look at the Xbox Civil War. It seemed like the millionth Civil War. I still remember the first one. The first one was still the best one, Red Hood. You know what I'm talking about. 2017. when Sea of Thieves. Sorry, yeah, it's like 2016, 2017 when like the whole PC thing was getting started. That was like the first Civil War, and we got Sea of Thieves versus God of War 2018. That was a very special time. But yeah, you can find me at Ali_9201 on Twitter, and gonna play the Rebirth demo right after this. So yeah, hope you all have a great night and enjoy the rest of your week.
And Pablo, where can they find you at?
You guys can check me out on Kick or Twitch, Pablo the Third, and follow me on Twitter, Harlem X Plancho. Interact with me, chop it up. That's it.
All right. So, like I said, follow me on Twitter, Redhead240, Twitch, Redhead420. Like I said, RGT maybe 5 o'clock. I don't know. Big Cloud schedule anymore. Don't even ask me. I'm not even in the know anymore when it comes to that podcast episode. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. It's like a roll of the dice, and the odds are very low that it'll happen. So, like I said, I'll be there for maybe a little bit and then go to Friday Night SmackDown. And maybe The Rock will be there. Probably not, but it doesn't matter. It's like, I'll say it again. It's like what The Rock said as a meme to Cody Rhodes. So I'll end it with this. The Rock asks, Cody, what's your story? And then Cody tries to explain, it doesn't matter what your story is. That's exactly what The Rock did. You don't give a shit about that story. The story ends right there. So hopefully you guys appreciate all of that. I will see you guys maybe on Friday, but most likely on Thursday on my Twitch channel. So look forward to that. Like I said, appreciate Pablo for pulling through, Alicia for pulling through, everybody, like Radio for pulling through, Delta, Dylan, Yusuke, Thanos, and some other, and I'm in Rich the Swag Lord, and other people that are watching. Greatly appreciate it. Overlevel Podcast signing off. Peace.
Peace.